I'm going to talk a little bit about the requirements to prepare you for your major at the universities, which you can take the requirements here at Cerritos College. And now, not all of you may have a major at this point, but if you do, there is a resource that can help you, and it's called Assist. In order for you to look up this resource, it's a web-based tool, and you would go to www.assist.org. And it will bring you to a website that says Welcome to Assist at the top. In order to use this, there's a header that says Explore Transfer Information, and then a pull-down menu that says click here to select an institution. So you would go ahead and go into that pull-down menu, and you would select Cerritos College as the college of origin. And then it will bring you to another screen that says Agreements with Other Campuses. And we're going to use the example of one of our local Cal State campuses, California State University in Long Beach. And then it will bring you to a screen that will have several headers on it, but the one that you want to look at is by major. So we're going to look at an example today of business administration, which is a common major for many students. And when we select that major, we come to a report that on the report it lists the major and it lists the various specializations that are under that major. Accountancy, finance, for example, are specializations. And if you move further down the report, you'll see that there are courses listed. And on the left-hand side of the courses that are required at the university, and on the right-hand side are the Cerritos College equivalent courses that will be accepted at California State University in place of their courses when you take them here at Cerritos College. Generally, for classes required for your major, you're expected to get a grade of C or better in all classes required for major preparation. So this will give you all the requirements for major preparation for business administration at California State University in Long Beach that you can take here at Cerritos College. You can print this report by going up to the gold button on the top left and clicking on that. And I would recommend that you visit the site at least once a semester because major preparation requirements can change, and this is the most up-to-date resource that you can access to look at these requirements. Now, you may not yet have decided on your major, and at this point it's perfectly okay if that's the case. I mean, it's very common at this point. But if you have some idea of your major, or you'd like to find out about a specific major, or maybe look for majors that interest you and look for campuses that offer that particular major, then the Exploring Majors feature may be able to help you. So in order to take a look at this feature in Assist, you can go to the top left-hand corner and hit the back button 3 times to return to the Welcome to Assist home screen. And then you can go down to the bottom of the page under the heading that says Explore Majors and click on the Explore Majors tab. And then that will take you to a screen that says Exploring Majors at the top. You can click on the Majors tab, and that will take you then to the 3 different ways that you can use this feature. Now, I'm only going to be talking about 2 of the ways in this portion of the program. If you already know the name of your major, you can see where that major or variations of that major are offered by clicking on the Majors tab under the heading List of Majors at the bottom. By doing so, it will provide a complete alphabetical listing of majors and the abbreviated names of the universities that offer them. Now, another way if you don't know the specific name of a major, but maybe you know some general keywords, is by using the search feature. So to go back, you want to hit the back button at the top left-hand corner, and it will take you back to the page that has Exploring Majors at the top. And then you would go down to the middle of the page and enter the keyword that you have into the search field. And in this case, we're going to use the example of biology. So you go ahead and enter your keyword and hit the search button, and then it will generate an alphabetical list of majors that include the word biology. Now this method, however, may or may not yield results depending on the keywords that you've entered into the search field. This then concludes our brief look at ASSIST. I recommend that you visit the site frequently because it is the most up-to-date resource available regarding courses the universities will accept.